What is happening, Soul Fam? Welcome to the channel, Trees of Alchemy. If you're new, give us a little like, a little subscribe. We're kind of a new channel here, so it all counts, it all matters, it all helps, and it's all energy exchange. So we certainly appreciate it, and welcome. Short little video today, just kind of reflecting in a park setting, and all kinds of energy coming up. All kinds of energy happening right now. A lot of noises in the background here, but hoping you're hearing all the children in the background. A lot of joyous sounds I'm hearing. And those. And the cicada, the late summer cicada. But a lot of things coming up right now. I think any subject could be discussed. We've talked about shadow work, we've talked about what's kind of going on the planet right now and our roles, but the inner child has been a big one for me lately. As like so many star children and soul fam alike, you know, our childhoods, our teenage years, and early adulthood, we seem to be united by some trying times and some challenging upbringings that we all know well now has, in the end, supported us in our journey in growing, and also in doing and facing the actual work, all the shadow work and the awakenings and every part of this path has been informed by how it began. And so again, you hear the kids in the background, and I for one, and I would imagine many of you, had some speed bumps along the way through childhood. And you know, it's come to my attention that inner child remains within us, and any of those dreams or desires or hopes that were, let's say, crushed or stymied, or for whatever reason, that could have been personally, internally, that could have been externally from family members, that could have been from friends, that could have been from any number of situations or hardships, but it felt like the doors closed on some of our paths, our dreams. Personally, I was dealing with things that in the end I realized, and it took a very long time to realize, had me feeling like my life didn't matter. And I almost don't mean that personally. I mean that externally. It no longer felt like those around me, whether family members, what have you, didn't seem like they had any hope in me, or that it certainly didn't feel that anybody was, it just didn't seem like it mattered. Let's put it that way. And I suppose there's a hopelessness there, of course, there's many things there, but it did not seem like it mattered whether I went left, right, up, down, 10 or 0, in any concepts of success or any of that. It just did not feel like it mattered. There was nobody there to see it, acknowledge it. That was the feeling. I don't know if anybody else can relate to that, but that was the feeling. And so as a result, there were things that I allowed to die in terms of dreams and hopes. And I carried that all through adulthood, not realizing how much it was affecting me on a daily basis. So I spent a lot of time trying to unearth what those things were. I've been spending time trying to go back and genuinely wonder and resurface how I felt back then and what I wanted and what those dreams were. You know, and in that exploration, I have certainly found things, and I think I could find more. But the reason I wanted to make this video is because I think if this is resonating with anybody out there, it's time for us to look under the rug and have a look at what was there, what is there, and what we can do in this present moment to satisfy those desires, acknowledge those hopes, and basically go back to that point in our lives and give ourselves the support we needed when we didn't get it. Give ourselves the reassuring words that we needed back then that we didn't receive. Go back to that 7, 8, 9-year-old. By the way, you can do this. We can discuss that in another video, but go back to that point, and you know what you were worried about. You know how you felt back then, and you know you still feel it. Go back to that time as an adult, as you are now. Go back to that child and tell them that not only is it going to be okay, it's going to be great, and that those worries and those things, that's not what's going to go down, and that they have a wonderful life and many things to look forward to in front of them. And you'd be shocked at how much can be resolved internally through that process. So I think I'll keep it short. I think it's just meant to kind of illuminate an area in our lives, make us all collectively wonder, if we haven't already dug into our inner child and done some inner child work. If you haven't, I'm sure there are skeletons in the closet for all of us. But just have a think, have a ponder, sit on it and think, is there anything from back then that I did not allow, any flower I didn't allow to bloom? Because if you can go back, allow that flower to bloom today, you can clear up a lot of stagnant energy and a lot of baggage from the past that does not serve you, and will make you be able to move through this current time with lighter feet, more hope, way more excitement, and bring that inner child from the past into your present, so it can flourish with you every day. I really think it's one of the keys to us thriving in this new world, is to understand that our inner child remains with us and wants to be seen and heard more than anybody. And us doing that will come to feel like a tremendous amount of support, hope, and love. So soul fam, spirit fam, star fam, I appreciate y'all. Subscribe, like, do what you got to do. I'm not out here to pander, I'm just out here to make it go down. Yeah, turbulent times, lots of energy, but we're still on this path, we're on this journey, we're going to be on it forever. And it's kind of dope sometimes. So thank you, love y'all, see you next time.